Well, hello, glorious people of the interwebs, and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2. Today we're going to be learning a few things about Micah Bell, and we're going to be checking out two of his camps. Now, the first part of this is going to be spoiler-free. You can do this pretty much near the end of Chapter 2. You can check out his first camp, which is going to be in northeast, just above Strawberry. Now, we're headed there right now. Now, the latter half is going to include spoilers. If you haven't completed the game or do not want spoilers, then you might want to click away from this video now. But we're going to be going back to the very last camp Micah's in, and we're going to be getting his revolver. So we're going to be checking out all these things today. I hope you enjoy it. We're also going to learn a little bit about the heist in Blackwater, which is particularly interesting. But where we're headed right now is if we look just above Strawberry, there's going to be an interesting rock formation right here. These are basically two pillars, and we want to kind of go down right into this spot right here. Now, we don't want to follow this route from the road. We actually need to come from the north side and go down into this. So I'm going to drop a marker right here, and that's where we're headed. And this is Micah's first camp in the game, and he mentions that he was camping above Strawberry. And we're going to learn a little bit about his past. We're going to learn some things about the Blackwater heist. It's pretty interesting information. And, I don't know, I like all these little details that you can get in the game. Now, this is the rock formation that we want to look for. As you're coming around this bend just north of Strawberry, you're going to see those two rocks jutting out of the ground over here. We're going to see if we can walk our way over there with this horse. As I mentioned, basically after you save Micah from... Oh, what the hell? I was barely moving! Why was that such a large launch? Oh my god. I've got 99 problems and they're all freaking trees and rocks. Anyways, we need to get down into this is not the spot. We need to get up between those two rocks. And this is actually a really, really nice base location. And if we could set up special camps, I might very well use one of these locations as mine in Red Dead Redemption Online. The only issue is we can't get attacked from this way, but there's a couple places for people to hide if they're coming to attack from the other direction. So it'll be interesting to see how camps work in online mode. But this is a really, really nice spot, and I'm probably going to be using it at some point, or at least experimenting with how it works. But what we want to look for is this fire right here. When you first get into this area, it doesn't look like there's anything here. But when you go into Eagle Eye or Dead Eye or whatever the hell you want to call it, you can see there's three things we can pick up. Now, the first of which is going to be Dutch Vanderlin's wanted poster, which is pretty cool. And this is how we know that something might not be right with Micah. And you can learn this really early in the game if you come and look for this. Which kind of probably the reason why Arthur would be more on edge about him. But $1,000 reward wanted dead or alive for robbery and murder. Dutch Vanderland. Very cool. Now the next piece right here is Micah's newspaper scrap. Go ahead and read this bad boy. Farm lynching murderers wanted. Of course! Of course the douchebag would be part of a farm lynching. Two men are wanted in connection with the murder of Roscoe and Jean Briggs, Crawford County, Ohio. The rancher and his wife were found hanging from the beams of their hay barn with their throats slit. The suspects are believed to be one Micah Bell, age 38, and his son, also Micah Bell, age 17. Locals say the two men had found temporary work at the ranch a few days earlier. Sheriff has issued a bounty of $10, that's it, for their capture, dead or alive. I'm surprised it was only $10 for killing two people. That's pretty ridiculous, but now we know what happened to Micah in the past, and probably what led him to the Dutch Vanderland gang, and probably what happened to his son. Probably got caught by the coppers, or, you know, in some kind of scrap or something like that. Let's see here. Now we got the Blackwater scrap. Outlaw gang wanted for heist. Pinkerton's increased search. A gang of criminals believed to be under the outlaw Dutch Vanderland escaped with approximately $150,000. That is an insane amount of money. That was in May of 1899. Oh my god. That's a ton of money. After a bloody gunfight with Pinkerton agents in Blackwater yesterday, the bank was moving the money out to a boat after a string of stagecoach robberies in the area. The authorities believe that the men must have stashed the money in Blackwater before fleeing, and the town, who knows what that says, remains on high alert. This is one of the largest robberies in recent years. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing really on the back of these, but, I don't know, it's pretty cool. I love all of these little details, and to me, that's what really makes this game amazing. You know, it's got its glitches, but the amount of detail in this game is truly what makes it a marvel, a genre-defining game. And if there's half as much detail in online mode, it's gonna be insane. Anyways, now we need to do the exciting part. We need to get Micah's revolver, and we need to fulfill our promise of sticking dynamite up this douche canoe's ass and blowing him up. I cannot wait. Oops, that's murdered a poor animal. So we need to go to a specific location on the map. Now, we know that he is hidden on Mount Hagen, but when you're first at this location, it's not going to put any marker on the map. What we need to go to is right here. You remember these three little shacks, and we need to get up the mountain. Now, there is a way to get up just around here. We don't really want to follow this road. You might be able to do it, but I found a nice and quick, easy way to get it between the Z, or the L and the I in Grizzlies. We should be able to climb straight up. Once you get to about here on the map, you're going to be able to easily see where we need to go. We need to climb up this right here. Now, there's going to be like this little mining area just down here. I wouldn't recommend trying to take your horse up here because you may very well fall down the freaking cliff and die, because this game loves to do that to you. But we can at least get to this location here and just be very, very careful. Please, horse, don't die. Please, horse, don't die. There we go. Now, there's going to be this little mining shaft right there, which we don't want to go to. We can go around this and get up to the top. Now, all we're going to do is just go up this little path just to the left of that little building. And you can check out this whole area if you so desire. There's that little cave in there, or a mine shaft, that I haven't explored yet, and I don't know if there's anything inside. But if there is, I'll probably make an episode on it, just so I don't waste your time in this one trying to search and find stuff. But we're just going to walk straight up. We just need to get up to that top there. There we go. Now, Micah's dead body is still in the corner over there. Let's go ahead and check this out. Now, before we desecrate his body, we're just going to pick up his revolver. There we go. We're going to check this thing out here in just a second. But as promised in the previous episode, we need to give him a dynamite enema, because that's what he deserves. He's up things I really can't say, but let's see here. Let's see if we can get it right down in there. Oh, that's the spot. Nailed it. All right, let's back up a little bit. Farewell, sweet prince. Oh, it didn't even move his body. That's kind of unfortunate. It is also unfortunate that we can only get one of his revolvers, because we know he has two. So you'd think we'd be able to get both of them, but maybe somehow like fell off the cliff or something. Who the hell knows what happened? But let's see. Can we light him on fire? Oh, it doesn't want us to throw it at him. Interesting. That's really weird. Game's like, no, do not touch his body. Like, they knew people were going to mess with him. There we go. Now he's on fire. Let's just do one more for funsies. Now let's see if there's anything else around here. And we'll compare this to the Schofield and some of the other weapons and see how it compares. I don't know if there's actually anything else in this house. Maybe some other news clippings or some stuff that we may be able to get to learn a little bit more. Doesn't look like there's anything. And we already got the money from this. And if you don't know, you get like $20,000 when you finally complete this, which is a portion of the actual heist from Blackwater. So there's nothing in there. Wonder if there's anything up top here. Nah, it doesn't look like there's anything. Okay, well, not too bad. Now, what weapons do I have on me right now? Why do I have a cattleman's revolver on me? It's ridiculous. All right, we need to get back down to the horse, and then we'll compare this weapon to the other ones that we have. Let's finally take a look at this thing. So, toggle view here. What does that say? Vengeance is hereby mine. This is just one gritty looking revolver. Now, this is based off the double action revolver. Now, you cannot customize it, although one thing I do wish you could do is at least take like the grips from other weapons and put them onto the ones that you want that are fully customizable. Because grips, you can easily change those. I really don't know why we can't at the very least take grips from other guns. I think that would be freaking awesome, and being able to customize the full customizable versions. But regardless, it's interesting. Let's see if we can, if there's anything on the other side. Let's see here, toggle view. So there is nothing on the other side. There's just the one self-scratched in portion on the left side. An evil looking gun. Let's check out the stats in comparison to my favorite revolver, which is the Schofield. Now, this is, like I said, based off the double action revolver, and we'll compare the two here in a second. But Micah's revolver has higher fire rate and reload speed, but the Schofield has higher damage, range, and accuracy, which I find very, very appealing, and the bonus in fire rate isn't really that drastic, neither in the reload. The same can be said about the damage and range of the Schofield, but it has significantly higher accuracy. It is ridiculous. Now, these are both being compared with express ammo, and that's why I really like the Schofield. It is just an all-around amazing weapon, and that's why I dual wield it with the Callaway's revolver, which is also based off of the Schofield. Two amazing guns right here. Obviously, the Callaway's needs to be cleaned because I use it quite often. But now, if we compare it to the basic, where is it? Double action revolver. It was right next to the, yeah, double action revolver. There we go. With express, you can see they're pretty much exactly the same weapon. Obviously, Micah's has a few upgrades on it, but it isn't customizable. Now, you can get the double action revolver just a little bit better, but obviously you don't have the customized grip and stuff, but you can dual wield these if you so desire, which is not a bad idea. And that's not to say the double action revolvers aren't a bad weapon. In a lot of cases, it's many people's favorite. But regardless, that is the end of today's episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. We got Micah's revolver finally. We learned a little bit about his past. We found out just how much money they actually stole from Blackwater, which is an absolute ass ton. Now, just because the main story is over does not mean we are done making content. There's plenty of secrets to be had, plenty of robberies, bounties, and stuff to still do. And I hope you guys all enjoyed the series so far. Feel free to let me know in the comments below anything that you would like to see that I haven't showcased on the channel. I'd love to make content that you guys would like to see. And tomorrow we're going to be having bounty episodes, how to get into New Austin early and get Otis Miller's revolver as Arthur, which is pretty cool. One of our viewers, actually a few of the viewers, sent instructions on how to do it, so it was pretty cool, and I'm surprised I hadn't thought of it before. But regardless, thank you all so much for your support, and we'll see you all in the next one.